Michelle in Chicago got a question for you, Flame Monroe. The
Come on, Michelle.
relationship one. Hey.
Hey, happy Friday, everybody.
Yes.
Happy Friday.
Hey, I am new to the dating scene. I've been out the dating scene for quite a while. And I want to know, is it me or what? When I started dating online, and you talk to a guy, and it's like they expect to talk to you every day. And this is like from Jump Street. And like I said, I'm not used to that because it's new to me. I don't really need to talk to you every day. I have other things to do. I have a life. And I don't know, is it me? Because it's like three people in a row are doing
Well,
it.
first of all, hi Michelle. Thank you for the question. You put yourself on Front Street by going to a dating app. I'm not shooting down dating apps, but I miss the whole. I meet you at a club, or I meet you somewhere in the streets. I say hello, young lady, or hi, sir, and you go out on a date and you actually sit down and talk to people without having a phone apparatus. The dating apps, I can tell you whatever I want to over a dating app. I can tell you I'm a 5'8", very handsome man. You know how to drag I am, but I forgot to tell you that I got titties. So see, all the dating apps to me, you never tell the real truth. You always only get a piece of it. And if they got time to call you all day, you just said if you at work and you got something to do, apparently they might not have no job or not have nothing to do. You don't want them niggas, no way.
Thank you. So it's not me.
No,
So
it's
Michelle,
not you. It's not
I have
you.
a question. But what are you looking
Mhm.
for in a date? What are you looking for?
I'm looking for someone that's financially stable. I'm looking for someone that has a relationship with God, a personal relationship. And I'm
Girl,
really
you need to
looking
be at
for,
church, not on a dating site.
well, because of the pandemic, my church is not open. And, that's another, story about I haven't really been out. And that's what made me start doing dating apps. But I'm looking for somebody, too, that is not. I listened to the conversation you had the other day with Jason Wilson. And I want somebody that is comfortable enough to be himself and to show emotions and to show his feelings, because that's what I want to do. And I just want, that type of loving, authentic relationship.
How old are you, Michelle?
I am
If you don't mind me
57.
asking. How old?
Nope, I don't mind. I'm 57.
57 or
Divorced.
67?
67.
Five.
Oh, 57. 57. 57. Sorry.
Girl, let me tell you something. Date younger, marry older. Period. You say you haven't dated in a while. Date younger, which means get your feet wet, but marry older. Because you're not going to really much find that what you're looking for. It's such an anomaly to find a young man a younger man with the things that you want, who's not already married or damaged. And let me tell you, a lot of men are damaged. A lot of these men are damaged, and they're going to bring that damage to the new relationship. Marry older, where they know how to at least handle the damage. See, young men don't know how to handle the damage from a woman. Older men know how to handle it because they lived through it a couple of times. So you might have to find somebody a little bit older than you to marry, but you can find a younger man to keep your feet wet.
Or something else.
I like that.
Michelle.
Well, that's
I like
what I
that.
meant. I'm like,
Yeah, I know. Hey, Michelle, thank you for sharing that. I appreciate it. Good luck. I don't know how anybody's dating in a pandemic. It's confusing to me that we're in a whole ass pandemic with a virus and folk. I mean, I get that people want to be with people, but there's a virus out there. Like, I ain't going nowhere to meet nobody out in them streets and the mask and all. I mean, come on.
here you go.
Lysol.
Take this,
No.
Michelle. Take this with you. This
She
works.
got Flames holding up a can of Lysol. That yes, okay. How and I agree with you with the apps. I've never been on one, but I know several people who've gotten married on a dating app. Several. So it's not from our generation. I think we don't understand that the younger people. This is all how they are doing it.
You never really know that person, though, do you? Honestly, because I can tell you anything I want to tell you, Karen. And then when I get the goods because the goods go both ways. She wants him, he wants her, or however you identify, because we want to be politically correct, But if once you got it, then what's left? I want to get to know you. I want you to be. I think the problem with relationships now is people don't want to be friends with each other. If I'm friends with you, Karen, then and then we become lovers. You know, me and you. Could you imagine? We know each other. I mean, you know my sexual explosivities. You know the adventures that I want to try, possibly in the bedroom, because that's part of the problem. We're not being honest with each other, and a lot of women, a lot of men feel like they can't talk to their women because if they say, because a lot of men are in tune with their bodies, but they're afraid to express it to a female because if they feel like, if the woman feels like, well, that's gay. That's some gay. They're gonna tell the kids, the homeboys, the mama. You have to be in a safe space so people can be comfortable enough to let down the screen between each other, to be open and free. You might, if you realize that you talk to each other, you might have more in common in a sexual nature than you know. And it might sound freaky to some other people, but it might work great for you guys. But if I don't know how you really feel because I'm not in a safe space to tell you, then I'm going to always be lost in this relationship. I'll never be able to satisfy you as my partner because I have not been able to talk to you openly and freely.
You said, you hit it on. I before earlier today, I got the pleasure to interview Marilyn McCool and Billy Davis Jr. And oh my goodness, that was the soundtrack of my childhood. And I'm watching these two people who have been married 53 years.
To be a star, baby. That was my song.
Yes. To be in my show.
Hey,
yeah,
sing it, Karen. Hey.
No, I mean, up in a way, and I Want to Marry You, Bill, and all. I mean, just all of these great songs. But when they came on the Zoom, you could see immediately that these are two people that like each other, and they've been together
right
53 years. They've been married. And they still got the joy. You could feel it. You could feel like they really, sometimes you see folk together, they're on a publicity tour, they ain't really feeling these two people are feeling each other. And I asked them what the key was, and they were like, we came together as friends first. So what you're saying, Flame, is valid right now. So your relationship advice, I'm telling you that you're good at this.
Up in the husband and the wife, depending on what night it was and how much money was involved, who turn it was.
Hilarious. 866-801-8255. It's Flaming Friday. Flame Monroe.
Yeah, I like that. Hey,
I thought about this before I said we gonna come and do this on the Karen Hunter Show. Let's Stacy has a comment about marrying her friend or marrying a friend. Okay, Stacy and Callie, welcome. You're on with Flame Monroe.
Hey Karen. I kind of want to contradict him from saying that because I married somebody who I thought we hung out together. He was my best friend. We kicked it. And then when we got married, all of a sudden I became the wife. So, I mean, I don't always believe that you can marry your best friend.
I didn't say marry your best friend. I said that you
when your
should be
best
free.
friend flip the script and decide that he wants you to be your wife, rather we hung out together, we went to the clubs together. I married kind of young. I kind of married at 20, and I was sneaking in the clubs. He got me fake IDs and all the rest to get in the clubs and everything, hung out with him and everything. And then all of a sudden we got married and we wasn't them kicking partners no more.
And how old was he?
He was 7 years older than me. He was mature. See,
No. 27. A 27-year-old man is not mature. First, let's start right there first. A 27-year-old man is not mature. He grown, but he's mature.
So,
right. But
me,
a 27-year-old man is not mature. So let me ask you: did he change or did you change?
No, I didn't change. We moved. Okay, I was living in California, right? Then I moved with him to the East Coast, and when we got to the East Coast, all of a sudden I became the wife. He was hanging out with the friends, going to the clubs, hanging out. We still was young, doing. I was working, doing my thing. He was doing his thing, and all of a sudden. I couldn't ride in the limos no more, and I couldn't hang out no more, and I couldn't do none of this. Back in the days then, everybody had money, so we was riding in limos. We was going for Hartford, going to New York, hanging around, kicking it, going to all the clubs in New York and everything. So all that stuff. Even they went to the Apollo. I never went to the Apollo because him and his partners went to the Apollo, and I couldn't even go there no more.
But you missed the whole point. He didn't change. You changed. You moved to where he was because that was the life that he was living before you came. You just came and became an addition to his life that he was already living. He didn't change. You changed, and not you changed your area code, your zip. You changed your life to be with your husband. He didn't change. You did.
Oh, okay. Well, Stacy, what? Go ahead.
So you think that's what I did wrong? So what do you recommend for me in the future as far as meeting somebody? I mean, I don't want to marry potential. I mean, I don't want to get in a relationship with nobody that got potential. I want to be somebody that's at least a humanitarian that loves to give, because I'm attracted to people that love to give because I'm a giver. I want them to be God-fearing. I want them to have a good relationship. I want them to be able to get all they miss. I don't want them to have no baby mama drama and all that other kind of stuff. So what do you recommend for me in the future?
Girl, go to the galaxy, because you ain't gonna find one on Earth like that. Girl, take your ass out of space, because the alien is the only one doing it like that. You ain't gonna find it. It's too hard. The ones that are like that are probably already married and cheating with unmarried women. So you don't want that.
Hey, Stacey, good luck. But you know what? Let me, Flame, you recommended the church. Tell me honestly, the percentage, what would you say the percentage of men in the church who might like a Flame Monroe?
Oh, about 70.
See, so if she's looking for, because I hear now 2 back to back, I want them to be God-fearing, right? And you said the church, and I'm like, really? That's where we going?
Well, but see, and when that women always say that, like, you're not gonna meet that God-fearing man necessarily in a church. To me, spirituality and religion is totally different. My relationship with God is my relationship with God. I openly say that I love the Lord because he loves me. That's my nigga, because that's what I say. That's my nigga because I'm his. JC takes great care of me. But if you can meet a man who openly loves God, that don't mean that he got to walk around with a Bible, toting, go to church every Sunday, but he has the fear of God, and he knows that God is the reason that he is, or Messiah, or Allah, or Buddha, whoever you praise, because I personally think that the Bible should be one language. God is love. They can take all the rest of it out. God is love. If you love like God loves unconditionally, you would treat people better. But you're not gonna find those sacred. So many men of the church are hiding behind the cloth and behind the Bible, period. And not necessarily on some gay stuff, just on anything, because so many preachers are cheating on their wives, messing around with the congregation, having children out of wedlock, and woo. And some of y'all dumbass parishioners just follow this wolf in sheep's clothing, because sometimes the preacher know how to do the thing. He know how to pass the word and woo.